What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another video. And this will be my Browns Ravens Week 14 Monday Night Football recap as my Browns lose 47-42 in what was the game of the year, as right when it looked like the Browns were down and out, Baker Mayfield led the offense down and we essentially tied the game. And we even took the lead at one point very late in the game by only a single point, but still, we took the lead with a chance to pretty much end the game. But of course, our lovely defense gave up the ghost. Yep. If I had to blame this loss on anything, I would blame it on two things: defense and Cody Parkey. Because Cody Parkey missed a field goal and an extra point. So there's 4 points left off the board. And then, of course, the defense pretty much could not stop Lamar at all. I mean, the dude was running circles around us. And not to mention, in crunch time, when you're essentially trying to play for overtime, you let the Ravens march right on down the field, and out came Justin Tucker, and of course, he essentially gave them the victory. And then we tried a ill-fated, lateral moves and stuff, but wound up, giving up a safety. So, yeah, we lose 47-42, and we're 9-4. I mean, it ain't the end of the world. We're still 5th seed. But, I would have loved to get a win on Monday Night Football. But if there's one thing that I learned, it's that Baker Mayfield is a straight up dog, bro. Like, this dude went out there and threw for 343 yards, 2 touchdowns, a very ill-advised interception, and he essentially led us back into this game. Now, if there's one thing I have to question, it's the game plan. We're a run-first team, and we decided to throw the ball like crazy tonight. Now, Nick Chubb did run the ball 17 times for 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt, 6 carries, 33 yards and a touchdown. And then Baker Mayfield even ran in a touchdown on his own, too. Now, in terms of our receivers, Kareem Hunt caught a touchdown, Rashard Higgins caught a touchdown, and Donovan Peoples-Jones caught a 2-point conversion. So that was pretty cool. But, I mean, for the most part, like, when we scored, I just knew it's like our defense is probably not going to stop Lamar. And then sure enough, Lamar just goes running right all over us. I mean, couldn't stop him. I mean, it's crazy. Lamar, 9 carries, 124 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Meanwhile, through the air, 11 of 17, 163 yards, and a touchdown. So essentially, he balled out both on the ground and through the air today. That tells you a lot about our defense. Now, granted, our defense was missing its entire starting secondary. Although hopefully we will be getting Denzel Ward back next week. Greedy, he's battling nerve damage in his shoulder. Who knows when he'll be back? Probably not until next year. Ronnie Harrison should be back by the end of the year, and Delpit's out for the year. So, yeah, of course. Now, Trace McSorley did come into the game for Lamar Jackson, who I believe was experiencing cramps. So, he came in and we pretty much contained him. And then, of course, on 4th and 5, Trace gets hurt, and here comes Lamar Jackson, and what does he do? He throws a freaking touchdown. And then Baker responds with a touchdown of his own, and then they get the ball with 1 minute and 4 seconds to go. Bro, that's one thing you never do. You never give a quarterback like Lamar time to kill you. It's kind of like you never give Tom Brady or Russell Wilson that much time. You don't give them any time at all. You take up the whole entire clock. And of course, as you'd expect, the Ravens marched on down the field, and then out came Justin Tucker, and boom, game-winning field goal. Of course, that's how it ends pretty much. Like I said, you had the whole lateral thing at the end there, a feeble attempt by the Browns to do something, which, of course, did nothing. It went backwards and then wound up being a safety. But yeah, I mean, at least we didn't get blown out. I'm not one for moral victories, but yeah, like I said, we got blown out week 1. We definitely showed a lot of fight tonight. But man, dude, I would have loved to have this dub. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. Now we got to hit the road for 2 weeks, head to Jersey, take care of the Giants and the Jets, hopefully come back home with a playoff berth. And yeah, we'll see what happens from there. But of course, the Ravens, who, by the way, were fighting for their season. I mean, that's another thing, too. Like, we're talking about a very good team fighting for their season. Like, they just had that edge to them, Now, of course, we were also fighting for something. We were trying to make the playoffs, but, like, dude, if they would have lost this game, their season's pretty much over. Because then you really have to rely on the Dolphins and the Colts and the Patriots all losing. And the Raiders. Can't forget about the Raiders. But now, they're still in the thick of things. And remember, guys, I said the AFC North was sending 3 teams to the playoffs this year. So we'll see if that happens. But if it does, don't count any 3 of these teams out, especially Baltimore and Cleveland. Because Lamar Jackson's trying to get rid of that stigma of, one and done. While Baker Mayfield's trying to help us win our first playoff game since 1994. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Before I get on out of here, I got to give a quick shout out to Ravens Red Zone, Beltway, the Ravens fans that were in my chat. Y'all funny as hell, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, man, it was a good-ass game. I mean, these 2 teams are going to be battling like this for years to come. And it's really exciting, man. The AFC North is going to be fun for so many years. And if I was a Steelers fan, I'd be hella scared because you look at the other 3 quarterbacks in your division and they're all dogs. So it's going to be fun playing these guys, It'll be interesting to see what the Steelers do once Big Ben retires. But yeah, all I'm going to say is Steelers fans, savor all that time with Ben that you have left because it ain't going to be much longer until he retires. Let's be real. Now watch, I say that and he'll probably play like 5 more years, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got, guys. Shout out to my Dog Pound brothers as always. Of course, I'll be doing my Giants game preview tomorrow, and of course, I'll be doing my picks tomorrow, so keep an eye out for those. But until then, I'm Crazy Dog 99. And by the way, before I get on out of here, the defense actually did contribute some things. We actually got 4 sacks, 2 from Vernon, and we had 1 from Sheldon Richardson and 1 from Sione Takitaki. So there's a positive right there. And another thing, Baker didn't get sacked. That's pretty good too, considering, going up against Yannick Ngakoue and Judon and company. You like to see it. But that interception still looks ugly, though. Like, I don't know why he threw that ball. I'm still wondering why. Baker's probably going to be kicking himself when he watches that on film. He's probably thinking, why did I throw that? Why the hell did I throw that? Like, there's 2 guys there. Bro, like, he doesn't throw that pick, that touchdown doesn't happen. Because, like, right after that pick happened, they scored. Who knows what would have happened? And, of course, if Parkey didn't miss those, that extra point in that field goal, those 4 points that are on the board. But who knows? Ifs and buts don't work around here. So, yeah, with that being said, shout out to my Dog Pound brothers as always, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. 9-4, I mean, it doesn't suck. It's not the end of the world. But like I said, I wanted to get the dub tonight, get the 10 wins. But let's go take down the Giants, all right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Browns. And I'm out.